Hi everyone, it's me, Chrissie Swan. I can't tell you how delighted and excited I am about becoming a published author. I actually always wanted to be a writer, and I fancied myself as a bit of one, but I used to be a copywriter, which in the business is not a real writer at all, as anyone who's written a book would know. It was the closest I got to it. I wanted to be a writer ever since I was a little kid, and when I was about 8 years old, I asked Santa for a typewriter because I just thought, you know, Virginia Woolf style, if I could just get a computer, a typewriter in a room of my own, you know, I'd be able to write an amazing novel. So I asked Santa, and on Christmas Day, Santa delivered 2 typewriters, and the letters, went, you know, to Mum and Dad, who had been divorced for years, and they didn't get along very well. One Santa had given me the Brother AX10. Not sure you're familiar with that. It was an electronic one with lift-off. Remember lift-off that would correct your mistakes? You could plug it in, it was awesome. And then the other Santa, tight-ass Santa, also known as Mum, had given a really traditional one where you get your fingers caught in the keys, and I just remember crying myself to sleep at night because I sort of knew Santa was a ruse, and one was from Mum and one was from Dad, and Dad had given me the cool one, but I lived with Mum, and anyway, I ended up keeping the daggy typewriter, and I sent back the fancy one to Santa. I was really excited when Sunday Life approached me to do the column, and I was also really nervous because out of everything I do in terms of TV presenting and radio, I feel like writing requires the most skill, like it's a proper thing. TV and radio, I just sort of make it up as I go along, but with writing, you know, you've got to know what you're doing. It's inevitable that I would have to write a column about having it all because, you know, I get asked it all the time, what's it like to have it all? And I just think it's so hilarious. A, the concept of anybody having it all, and B, especially me. Like, my legs are hairy, I haven't had a shower today, I'm breastfeeding my daughter, and I know I've had too much coffee, but you know what? You take what you're given, because if I don't have the coffee, then I'm like this. And good luck breastfeeding on a comatose woman. My house is a mess. I don't know where anything is. I mean, if this is what having it all is, then, you know, I don't think this is what having it all is. All right, so my favourite book of all time is In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. And I was on Big Brother 10 years ago, and let's face it, I don't think too many other housemates have read a book. So when I filled out all your favourite bits and pieces, and that was my favourite book, and blah, 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 it went online and was part of a dossier apparently. I don't know, I was locked in dream world, so I don't know exactly what was going on. But when I was evicted on the last day, because I came second, Gretel Killeen, who was the host of the show at the time, presented me with a first edition copy of In Cold Blood. And I just couldn't believe it. I was so overwhelmed. I'd won a car and all that sort of business. But this book, I've got goosebumps thinking about it now. And what had happened was there was some sort of cross-promotion between Big Brother and eBay, which had just started. It was sort of this fledgling, what do you do with this on-the-line business shop? And so they were trying to get some publicity for eBay, and viewers had voted on what to buy me as a present, and they voted to get me a first edition signed copy of In Cold Blood by Truman Capote, and it's on my bookshelf now, and I love it, which is more than I can say for the car. I'm so excited about this book. It's a great read, but don't take it from me. Have a read yourself. I hope you sell heaps, and I hope you get a laugh out of it. You know, it's going to make you feel better, and a whole lot of other readers feel better about their lives, because mine is chaos, and maybe yours isn't. Maybe you are sane, and you know, good for you. Happy selling, and hopefully I'll see you soon.